Yeah, I'm really excited about this year. This is our 14th year, 15 years in total, and man, I'm really excited about how it lines up on Friday and Saturday. This is my annual thing, and I kind of pick who I want, and we don't have the luxury here of like municipal, support and any of that stuff. It's my wife and I, and we just kind of built the ranch the way we want it, and then have the bands we want here. And luckily, it's been very well embraced by the community and a lot of ticket buyers from everywhere around the world. And the way it lined up though this year, I'm real excited about. A lot of different bands, a lot of, but there's a synergy there, and I kind of dig that.
Let's talk about, I guess, the headliner this
Yeah,
year.
sure.
Clint Black and
Yeah.
Eagle, Tom Felder.
Oh yeah.
Kind of
So like Friday is Ella Langley and me and Kevin Fowler and Roger Krager and Kinfo, and my daughter makes her debut that day too, and then Bree Bagwell's playing the TP. But then on Saturday it's let's see, that's Clint Black, Don Felder, the Wallflowers, Blackhawk, Hayes Carl playing with the Band of Heathens, Max Stalling, Zach Wilkerson, Brooklyn Finn, and then Mini Kiss at TP.
You ended on Mini Kiss there. Kind of talk about those guys. I mean, it kind of started out as a little novelty act. They've gained quite a cult following. Not your typical act.
It's not. It is definitely not my act here. Usually we get the original people. I thought it'd be a fun little thing for the TP, which is the after party, and so and there was some people that kind of asked about it, but like I think it is a little bit of a novelty, but kind of phasing into that category. Like Don Felder, I've been wanting forever, personally. Just like I, wanted Leon Russell and Flying Burrito Brothers and all the, Haggard and all the guys from years past. To me, that was a bucket list thing, because I'm a major Eagles guy, and to me, he was my favorite Eagle.
Yeah. So I guess with him, you're gonna be hearing a lot of the old Eagles tunes and
Yeah.
stuff, and kind of bringing back some.
Right. He's got signature Eagles songs. For instance, Hotel California is his jam, and then so Ryder, did the arrangement on it and all that stuff. But then several of the other old 70s Eagles songs, which I like. So I'm real excited about him. Also super excited about Clint Black, and Ella Langley's killing it right now, and I kind of know her family, and I'm super glad for her to be here, and some of the old 90s country like Blackhawk, and then all my buddies like Fowler and Krager and Kinfo and Max and all the dudes. It's going to be a party. I'm real excited about this year.
Good little mix this year, and that I'll tell you, that Mark Powell just keeps coming back. You see him every year, right?
Sorry about that. Yeah, yeah. I don't know. It is weird, but like it is. It's what to me is really cool is I come from Abilene, and it's pretty bizarre because other artists have tried to do their own festival, and I'm really blessed to have, and you didn't mean to start one, and it happened, and it's like, it's weird that we've got all the success and the awards and stuff for here, and it's just because of the people and the sponsors and the artists that understand this is a purist fest. And so I'm really grateful for that. I mean, because a lot of them don't have the numbers and the support like we've been blessed to have. And so anybody that supported the fest, you're also supporting Ben Ritchie Boys Ranch, which is a big thing for us, because we want all fingers in the community. That's the nonprofit sector, and then having the local support and then the corporate national support and stuff like that. Again, we didn't mean to get into it, but it's really crazy that we're considered kind of one of the top dogs. And so super grateful, super pumped about this year also.
And your daughter's going to be playing this year.
Yeah.
Exciting is that to see her taking the stage that you've been on?
Isn't that weird? Yeah. This is her first major show. So, yeah, it's really cool as a dad. And by the way, I didn't treat it any different. You know, I'd booked all the other bands, and then I called her and I said, do you think you can pull off a big stage? You think you can do that? And she's like, well, I think I can. Maybe I can. And I was like, how quick can you drum up some players and, you know, the right players if it was a big stage? She's like, I would get right on it. I'm like, okay. Well, got a slide open at the fest, and she broke down. So that was cool. And so she immediately went to work, and luckily I've got a lot of players that have showed up here and there, and they had always said that they would love to play with her, which is so cool. But I treated her as like, hey, run your own business, you know. And so, but she was so grateful, and so I'm glad for her to take stage here this year.
Back 2011-ish, you know, I think that's when we out at the Speedway, you know.
Yeah, that's right.
Had a handful.
I remember.
A handful of people, some rowdy acts and stuff. And did you ever think it would grow into this?
Not at all. You got to understand. I mean, like, we never really meant to have a music fest. It just organically happened that first year, and if you remember, that's what it looked like too. There was a lot of people that we didn't really expect, but that's the humbling part of life for us. I mean, just had a lot of songwriting buddies and then artists and stuff like that showed up, and I do believe that if it weren't like that, that purest nature of it, I don't think it would be. You know, there's municipal communities in Texas that are trying to fabricate what I've done here by myself, because the city doesn't give me funds here. You know, we've built everything from scratch, and then we also donate back, which is super uncommon. But we're going the hard way, but I think it's appreciated by the people. And like I say, that just makes us want to work harder and develop more. We're about to put in 6 new VIP boxes that we'll build by hand, and you know, hopefully they find a great place with people that come in and whatever. But I love all elements of it. Super grateful for what we've been able to achieve as little people.
Hearing that, you're not going anywhere anytime soon. You're going to stick with it and keep going, huh?
I think so. Yeah, we've built everything here. When I look at this, I mean, we've got like 26 boxes. We've got a TP after party, which is the world's biggest. We got, you know, the stage and the balcony and sky bridge and all this stuff. And like, when I look at that stuff, I remember the sweat, and I remember trying to make enough, you know, take enough dollars to the people helping me to pay for it, and so yeah, I look at it as time and sweat equity, and so yeah, it'd be really hard to give up.
Anything else you want to add about this year's show, or next year's show, I guess?
Yeah, it is. I guess it is next year. But yeah, I would encourage people to get tickets if they haven't, because we're expecting another capacity crowd. And for us, that's 16,000 a day. In festival terms, it's 32,000. And we are already about a fourth of the way there before I announce the lineup. So I would encourage people to do it now. And if they do, there's a 24-hour window from 10 a.m. this morning until 10 a.m. tomorrow, where the tickets are still $80. That's only $40 a day. And it'll rise to $110 starting right after 10 tomorrow, the 16th. So That's a good way to save money, but we're kind of anticipating a sellout well in advance. So hopefully by the end of December or January or whatever. So the biggest things this year, is it okay to talk about? Our cooler thing has changed this year. We've gone back to kind of the old model, but you should buy them in advance. They're $40. And then if you come with, because we're loyal people, like our beverage sponsors, so any of our sponsor beverages, if it's filled with that, I give you a $20 bill back. So I pay for half of your cooler if you come in with our sponsored people. And then outside of that, everything's kind of remained the same. We're taking 480 RVs. We're about a third of the way there, if not half right now. And then the perimeter is sold out. But we encourage people to get general tickets, and then a handful of VIP that are left.
Now your sponsors, are you still sticking with Miller Lite?
Yes, sir. So as far as that goes, it's the Miller family of products: Hoot and Young, Tito's Vodka, and Don Rico Tequila. So, like, that's our way to. We want them to do well here, and we want people, all of our friends that come here, to support the people that dance with you, brung you thing. Yeah.
Exactly. All right. Sounds like a
Thank
great
you
off
so
year,
much.
man.
Yeah.